Hello, everyone. Just going to check to make sure that we have, in fact, gone live. I think we have. But I always want to double check because you never know with this newfangled technology. Hello, everyone. Hello, Linda is Faith's mom. Hi, Chrissy. Hello, Mimi. Hello, Bobby. So I'm testing something new tonight, and I don't know if it's going to work. You guys are going to have to let me know. It is supposed to, as of right now, it's supposed to stream the chat from the other services over to the other service, if that makes sense. So, hi, Penny. So, I'm trying something new so that we don't have to, embed the chat and lose, a part of the screen. I don't know if that's going to happen. But let me know if you guys can see the chats from... Good to see you too, Bobby. It shows people in the other platforms. Oh, it does show that? Oh, so it's working? Hi, Jamie. Okay, so does it look okay? Let me go into live real quick to see. Let me just see real quick. Hold on. Bear with me. I want to take a look real quick just to double check. Hello, Sarah. Okay, so it is working. Okay, so it is perfect. Okay, so it is putting it in there. Awesome. The Restream bot is what's putting it in there. All right, well, I think that's good. I mean, I think it's gonna work for me if it's gonna work for you. So good evening, everyone. So tonight, hello, Cameron. So tonight we are going to be using one of my favorite stamps that has ever launched in the history of Brutus Monroe, and that is Rockstar Pets. It is BRU2401 if you're looking for it on the website. I could see this on Facebook too. Good, Tina. Yeah, it should be across 3 platforms right now, and I just signed up for a Twitch account, so it'll be on Twitch soon too. So you'll be able to watch it. I can't remember how it works, but you'll be able to see it on Twitch as well. So this is a stamp set. Hello, my Kara. I hope you're feeling better tonight, my love. So this stamp set pairs beautifully with the free gift for today. We have approximately 1 hour and 47 minutes. 37 minutes for you to get the free gift. And the free gift today is the sing-along stencil. So this sing-along stencil is... super, super fun and super, super cool because it's really funny. Oh, yeah. Because Courtney has been asking me, our very own Courtney, our director of fulfillment, to do a stencil that has music notes. And she's been telling me to do a stencil that has music notes for a really long time. But as most of you guys know that have followed me for a really long time, I sure am, Simon, on 3 different ones right now. So the thing that is, for me at least, was I didn't want to do it until I knew exactly the way that I wanted it to look, if that makes sense. So I've had tons and tons and tons and tons and tons over the past 5 years of requests for certain stencils and for certain stamps and for certain products and all sorts of different things. But I have a really hard time, and Simon, you'll probably be with me on this. I can't do it unless I see exactly what it's going to look like in my mind. Nikki, I am not sure. I am not 100% certain yet. And the only reason being, and I know I just got an email today. I got a little nastygram today, and it's okay. I completely understand. Everybody's under a lot of stress right now. And the nastygram said, well, Christopher, why wouldn't you release it regularly? You make the stencils in-house. Well, let me tell you why. Because we right now have 83 stencils in our lineup. So we have 83 stencils that we make on a regular basis. It is not a song, Belinda. I wish it was, although you could try to play it. And since we have 86 stencils within our lineup, we have a specific stencil manufacturing timeline. So every single day, we have a timeline of what we need to make stencil-wise. So if I throw in a new stencil, like I literally just designed this stencil this morning because it came to me what it was supposed to look like, I can't just throw this into the rotation. Does that make sense? So what happens is we make 100 of these right off the bat. As soon as we do a free gift, we make 100 of them. And if 100 of them sell out, then they are gone. And when they're gone, they are gone. If we have any left over, later down the road, we may make it available. But I can tell you that there's not been a time, I can tell you this with full, what's the word I'm looking for? Not sure what the word I'm looking for, but I could tell you with complete honesty that we generally have to make a couple more. So what that means is the 100 will sell out, and sometimes it'll do like 3 more, 3 more will sell, or 4. Yeah, full transparency. Thank you, Simon. So what will happen is we'll maybe sell like 3 or 4 more. Confidence, that's it. Disclosure, transparency, confidence, that's it. With full disclosure, full transparency, full confidence, that this is going, we're already at, I think, 89 of them that have sold. And so with full and certainty, that's it. With full certainty that this will sell 100. So what we generally do is there's a buffer of, I think, 16 more over or 15 more over top of that. So what happens is if this is going to, if this does sell out, and, it will, what will happen is this will not be remanufactured until we find time or space in the lineup. Does that make sense? So we make 100 of them whenever we do a free product, at least stencil-wise. What we manufacture in-house, we make 100. When they're gone, they're gone. But we generally have like a couple more over top of that we will make, but we do not do another full run of them. Because, like, for instance, on Monday, I'm the one that's actually cutting all of the stencils right now because Shane is staying home. So what will happen is I will go in and I will... this 100 is already cut. I cut these today. And what I'll do is I'll go in and I have a chart that Shane has every day. And the chart that Shane has every single day is the... what stencils are to be made that day. And the laser never stops running. We have 3 lasers and they never stop running. So with that being said, if we can fit this into the lineup, Nikki, absolutely we will. But I can tell you that this stencil, as well as the Make-A-Wish stencil, are 2 that are going to go to the very back of the line just because of our everyday stencils. Has my box been put together? I ordered 2 stamps to get the back as my box to put together. Nikki, I'm not sure. We received a little over 1,500 orders that day alone. So when we did the free bag from the day that it was launched to the next day, we did a little over 1,500 orders. So hopefully it's going to be put together probably on Monday. But as it stands right now, I'm not 100% certain. We are about 2 days behind what we wanted to be on our regular scheduling. And that's insane. We should probably be like 10, 15 days behind, but we are working like crazy. I mean, I worked pretty much all day today. I worked a half day yesterday. So I'm working pretty much 7 days a week, usually 12 to 14 hours a day, just to make sure that everything is rocking and rolling. And that's between designing, updating the website, meetings, making sure that everything is in place. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Yeah, we're working as quickly and diligently as we can, but we are just a little bit more behind schedule than we wanted to be. So this is the sing-along stencil. This stencil is available right now with a purchase of $10 or more. So if you purchase $10 on our website, that $10 that you spend will get you this stencil completely free in your order. Again, this is normally a $6.99 price point item, and I'm really excited because I'm going to use it tonight. So we are going to use this because I'm going to make my sister a card. And I'm not sure if my sister is on here. Hello, Heather. Oh, my goodness, you guys. My favorite boss that I've ever had in my entire life, and I'm not saying this just because she's here. She literally is my favorite boss that I have ever had, Heather, which I'm not going to say her last name because she doesn't use her last name on Facebook, and I'm certainly not going to try to spell it for you. But my favorite boss in the entire world, Heather, is here. She was my boss when I worked for a healthcare company, and oh my goodness, do I miss her? And I really, kisses out to you, Heather. You taught me so much about leadership and so much about how to be a really good boss. And I love you dearly, and I miss you, and I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so glad that you're hanging out with us tonight. Nina, you will be able to get the stencil free in your order if you spend $10 or more at brutusmonroe.com, and that is on any shippable purchase. So just so you guys all have a heads up, right now at Brutus Monroe, at the Brutus Monroe warehouse, we have a little over 2,000 orders that are in queue. So the 2,000 orders that are in queue, we are working on around the clock as it's safe and as it's okay for, for myself, my sister, and Michael to be there to get the orders out. Normally, we work with a team of like 16 people, and we are down to 3 people. So it's a much different world right now. But we are working as hard as we can. Oh, Heather, I miss when we used to walk to Starbucks together, and you just always had such incredible words of advice for me, and I really, really miss those times that we spent together, and I hope that you someday can come and see what Brutus Monroe is all about. Oh no, we're everything is happening in order, and everything is working right on through it. Jamie, Brutus Monroe is called Brutus Monroe because it's named after my dog, and I'll tell that story just very, very quickly. When I was creating the company 5 years ago, I had no idea what I was going to call it, and I didn't want to call it Christopher Allen Stamps because I thought that was boring. I didn't want to name the company after me. I thought that was silly. But Brutus Monroe, whom was my dog who passed away last year, he became very ill, and this was, again, about 5 or 6 years ago. He became very ill, and we took him to the vet, and he was actually rescued from dog fighting. So he was actually a bait dog in dog fighting, which is terrible, and I'm not going to go into it. But I rescued him, and he was my buddy for the longest time. And I took him to the vet, and I was holding him in my arms, and he was just so weak, and he was just so frail, and he had made it through so much. I mean, he persevered through everything. I mean, he made it through dogfighting. He made it through being, taken back after being adopted twice because they didn't want him because he just didn't trust people. So I took him to the vet, and I told him, I was holding him in my arms in the car, and he was shaking and shivering, and I didn't know what was wrong with him. He was, he was just really not doing well. And they are set to ship on Thursday, Glenda. They will ship out next week. I'm not sure what day next week, but they will ship next week. We are very confident that they will ship next week, and you'll get a notification as soon as it does. So I took him to the vet. I was holding him in my arms, and I said, Brutus Monroe, I said, if you make it through this, I said, and if you push through, because this will be just another hurdle of your life that you're pushing through, I said, I will name this company after you. I said, it just makes sense. I said, your first name was Brutus whenever I adopted you, and Monroe was something that I gave him as a middle name because I couldn't give him a first name. And we were at the vet, and the vet came walking out, and he came walking out wagging his little tail or his little nub because Min Pins generally don't have tails. And the vet said, okay, he's going to be fine. And I said, oh, well, what was wrong? And we discovered that day that Brutus Monroe was diabetic and that we would give him insulin once a day for the rest of his life. And he lived for 5 more years after that, even though the vet kind of said to us, there are a lot of people that will, figure out what the next step is in the evolution of the dog because he does have diabetes, and you'll have to, pay very close attention to him, and you will have to. And I said, well, he's my best bud. He'll be fine. And he lived for 5 more years, and he did pass away about a year ago. He became very sick, and it was just his time. I was very fortunate. I was able to kind of sit with him and have a talk with him. And he told me that it was his time, in his own way. Obviously, I'm not cuckoo. Like, he didn't talk to me. He didn't speak words, but I could just tell. And, when you have a dog, for 14 years, that, it's their time. And, he kind of nudged me and, in his own way told me, you got it now. You can take care of the company. You're doing a great job. And we went and he passed away. And the really strange thing about all of this is when I named the company Brutus Monroe, I had no idea that Brutus Monroe would become the company that it is today. I mean, we moved from, I started Brutus Monroe, the company, in a closet in my house, literally a tiny little closet in my house. And now we have an 18,000 square foot warehouse and store and offices. And it's incredible what the Brutus Monroe legacy has become. And I didn't know that when I named the company Brutus Monroe, that I would be so fortunate that every single day I would never live a day without him. And the reason being is that every single day, well, not now because we don't have staff at the store, but in normal days, when people answer the phone, they say, "Thank you for calling Brutus Monroe." Everybody wears hoodies and T-shirts and fleeces all day that say Brutus Monroe on them. I get to walk into a building every day that says Brutus Monroe literally on the building, on the door, everywhere that I turn, and every single product has his name on it. So it's a really strange kind of situation because I never thought that Brutus Monroe was going to become what Brutus Monroe has become. And I'm very fortunate. I am so lucky that we are where we're at today and that we are really surviving through all of this pandemic and things of that nature. But yeah, it's crazy that I named it Brutus Monroe on a whim. And he is, so he will always be with us and his legacy will always live on. So that is the story of why I named the company Brutus Monroe. Thanks for asking that question. I love telling that story too. Oh no, she's here. Well, everyone, my sister Heather is here, and we have to keep a secret from her because now she's going to know that this card that I'm making is for her. But that's all right. We'll pretend that she has no idea. So today I am going to use this Rockstar puppy that has these headphones because I just absolutely love this puppy dog. And I am going to use the You're a Rockstar because my sister Heather has been such an integral part in making sure that Brutus Monroe continues on and the legacy of Brutus Monroe continues because she actually stepped in and has become a part-time, I guess you could say, part-time employee of Brutus Monroe while all of this madness is going on. So she has learned the ropes of Brutus Monroe, which is insane. I mean, in just, 4-5 weeks? Oh my goodness, who's counting? I have to look. I'm going to have to go look and see on the wall. I'm going to have to go look at the tallies on the wall of how long we've been in quarantine. But she jumped in and she learned Brutus Monroe. And she, really, I think she's really been liking it. I think she'll tell you that too. I think she's really been having a good time because it's a really fun place to be. I mean, Brutus Monroe it's a fun job, I think. I mean, I love it. And I think she's having a really good time. So, I'm making her a card and I don't know that I've, made her a card in a really long time. So I think this will be fun. So let's go ahead and grab our card panel base. So I am using the Not Your Mama's cardstock. I use Not Your Mama's for pretty much everything unless I need a shade or a colored piece of cardstock. This Not Your Mama's is what I am using today for my base, and I'm also going to use it for my card base. Now, again, if you don't want to use Not Your Mama's for your actual base, you don't have to. I almost exclusively use Not Your Mama's for my die cuts now, and so does our dear friend Jennifer McGuire. She talks about using this for her die cuts all the time just because of how incredible the weight of it is. And I think that you guys will love that as well. So we're going to use the brand new stencil that's available with a $10 or more purchase. And the reason I want to tell you real quick why I designed this stencil the way I designed it. So what you're going to see here is that there is space in between, and I guess I could set it here to show you. Oh yeah, that's going to be much better. So I put space in between these notes. And you're probably going to say, well, Christopher, why would you put space in between these notes? That doesn't really make sense. They should all be together. Well, I did it because of this. So when I was imagining, and I probably should get a different color piece of paper to show you. Let's get this real quick. So the reason that I did it this way, and let me just tear down this piece of paper a little bit, is because I want you to be able to utilize this stencil as just a piece. So what you could do is you can take this and go like this. Pop that through, and then you can use, and the rest of this is masked off. See that? You can use just this panel here, okay? Or if you like this panel better, all you do is pop this up here, and then the rest of it is masked off. So I created this stencil, more importantly, the way that it is, because I wanted you to be able to use it either as a full stencil, if you would like, or I wanted you to be able to just use a piece. So you can also, let me tear this a little bit more. So you can also go ahead and pop this in. And, well, let me, hold on, tear off some more. So what you could do is you could go in, just like so, and pop this in, just like this, and it will do like a full card base. Does that make sense to everybody? I wanted to, I know that there's a lot of music note stencils out there, and I love a lot of them, but I wanted to create one that you would use for like a lot of different things, and I hope that makes sense. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop this guy right behind here. And I'm going to pop my stencil on top. What I'll do, because I am going to do some ink blending, let me grab a piece of tape to put behind here. And I am using the Brutus Monroe Media Mat. So I know that a lot of you guys picked up this Media Mat the other day. There was a ton of you. I know because I packed a lot of them. So I think that you guys are going to have a lot of fun with taping on this Media Mat because it's very different. And oh, I put it backwards. It is not a song. Originally, I was going to do What a Wonderful World because it is my mom's favorite song. But I found that it was much more difficult to attempt to put an actual song on here. And I decided that maybe for the next stencil I'll actually do a song, but I kind of like the way it was turning out just by using just the different notes. So someone can try to play it though if they have a piano, and let me know if it sounds any good because it literally was just a whole bunch of notes that I threw together. So hopefully it's something cool. I don't know. Oh, I love this mat, and I just love the thickness of this mat. It's just really, really great. So again, we are going to be using, copyright laws. Yeah, but I don't know that they have a copyright on, Rita, I don't know that they have the copyright on it as a stencil. You would have to, I just really took a deep dive into copyright recently because of the Brutus Monroe copyright. And you have to have like 7,000 different copyright claims of what it is. So if they have copyright for it to be made into a stencil, then we'd get into trouble. But I doubt that anybody has bought the copyright for What a Wonderful World as a stencil. Yeah, you can get in trouble if you like sell the sheet music and things like that, but you shouldn't get in trouble if you are using it as a stencil. But again, I didn't want to get into all of that because it was tricky. So let's do some rainbow. I don't know if our dear Simon is still here, but we are going to use his ink because it is my absolute favorite ink right now. The skinny purple tape might be sold out. You might have to look under Deco Foil. It might be public domain. I'm not sure. So we're going to start with red. So for red, we're going to use pink. So red, we're going to use traffic cone because we're doing an unorthodox rainbow. We're just picking from the color families. Red, orange, yellow, green. And then we are going to use the clear skies for the blue. I love these inks too, and I'm really hoping, Louis Armstrong version, and I'm really hoping that soon we'll be able to carry them. I mean, we're not having a lot of luck with Ranger right now, and to be completely transparent, I don't know why. I don't know why. We sell hundreds of thousands of products every year, and for some reason, we are just not getting the okay as quickly as I thought we would. It's the craziest thing. Okay. Shippable means that it's something that's going to ship to you. So it cannot be a digital product. Does that make sense, Oma? I hope that makes sense. So we're going to start up here in the corner with the rosy cheeks. And this brush, it gets me every time. How easy it is to use. Okay, so we're going to start with rosy cheeks. And then we're going to grab traffic cone. But I'm not going to, or a gift card. Yes, a gift card. I'm not going to clean off my stencil right now because this is a darker color than rosy cheeks. So it would be silly for me to waste the clean of the stencil. I mean, the clean of the brush right now. Okay, so now we're going to go in with some of the traffic cone. And it kind of gives me a little bit of a better blend too, because it is a little bit of both colors. But yeah, just so you guys know, I know that someone asked this the other day too. We will be, if I have anything to do with it, we will be carrying these inks. I want them. I want to carry them. I love them. Simon was gracious enough to send me some to use, and I'm glad that he did because I absolutely fell in love with them. These are my, yeah, you can get them at Ranger. Yep. It's going great, Carolyn. It's going great. But hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Yeah, you can go to Ranger. Simon, if you want to throw up the link for them on Ranger, that would be awesome. Or the link that you have for whatever, if you have a link. I'd appreciate that so that they can grab them. Just until they are available at Brutus Monroe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully at some point. Yeah, it might be. Hold on. Let me look real quick and see if it might be hidden. It might be hidden because it's sold out. Let me look. Yep, it's hidden because it's sold out. Yep. I think they already are out, Carolyn. We might carry those too. I'm gonna have to talk to her about it. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm just getting this good and soapy. Do you see how soapy and lustrous that squeaky clean is? So see how we're getting that good and soapy, and I am using the squeaky clean dispenser again. And now I'm just gonna take the Brutus Monroe microfiber cloth and I'm just going to zhuzh that right on there, okay? I like to put it, maybe I don't know, maybe on Gina K's website. I could text Gina. She actually just texted me before I went live. We've been quarantine buddies. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can carry them. Yeah. I think we can get them directly from Gina, actually. I know. I love Simon's inks. I love Simon's ink. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Penny. Penny got it. I thought that maybe, possibly, Simon had like a quick direct link, but that works perfectly. All right, so now I'm going to take some of the beautiful yellow, which is Over the Moon. Sorry, I had to look again. Okay, so Over the Moon. Let me pop the top back on there. They are great. They are. I mean, the light obviously is very, very, very bright. So you can't really see how beautiful they're blending, but I'll show you. I'll show you whenever I bring it up here. All right, so now I'm gonna grab what is this one called? Later Gator. I'm just blending that color on there. Okay. And again, we are doing an unorthodox rainbow. I just think that's so pretty. Okay, now we'll add the blue. And this blue is called Clear Skies. Soon I'll know the names of all of them. Okay. Now, one thing that I will suggest is if you're using Squeaky Clean with your brush is to have a little pail of water nearby because your brush is going to soak up a lot of that squeaky clean, and you're going to want to make sure that you have a way of cleaning it. Yes, please share a coupon code, Simon. Yes, please, please, please. We love coupon codes here. Please. Please, please, please. All right, very sudsy. My goodness, he's too good to us. He is too good to us. All right, so now we're going to clean off our area here. And then we are going to peel all of this off here, and I'm going to show you. The colors are going to be much more muted once we're not muted. They're going to be not as muted is what I was going to say. Oh, there you go. If you make your first purchase at Ranger. All right. So let's lift this off and show you how cool that looks. Wait a second. All right, hold on. If I move the black background, it'll... There we go. Oh my goodness, do I love that. I really do. Oh, now you can see how beautiful the colors mix together. Look at this. It's on YouTube. Wait, what's on YouTube? What is on YouTube? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, Nikki, well, it should be easy because you should have it already on there. Already on there from... Thanks, Simon. You should be able to just redo it. Yes, load up, because it's only good one time. Look at how beautiful that turned out. Oh, I just love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use our little... So I wanted to use the circle dies, but I don't know... Oh, here they are. Ha-ha! I knew that I left them here somewhere. All right. So, I'm going to use this. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, everyone. You are too good to me. All right, so I think we're going to use this one because I think he'll fit in there perfectly. Yep, he will. All right. So, and I have a really cool Misty tool coming very soon. I can't give you any more details about it, but I've been working on something. And I just had to get the okay from Ileana, and she gave me the okay. So, aha! All right, let's see here. I was going to use some rainbow paper, but again, the rainbow paper is missing. I must have used it on something. I don't know what, but I had to have used it on something. Oh, it would be perfect with Rock On. It really would. I didn't even think about that. All right, let's see here. Purple paper, purple paper. Oh, here we go. There we go. So I'm going to do a little background. All right. So what we're going to do is we are going to, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. All right, so let's stamp this first. Hold on, let me get my wits about me here. Hold on. And this is a standard. Let me see something here. Yeah, so we're going to need to cut this down. Then we're going to cut this down one size smaller. I'm thinking aloud, everyone. Hi, Gail. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. So we'll cut this panel down And then we'll cut this panel down, so this will be like a background. Okay, yeah. That's what we're going to do. All right, so what do I want to do first? Let's die cut first. Get that all out of the way. Welcome. All right, so we're going to die cut this guy first. Let's try to get him as centered as possible. Let me grab my favorite die cutting machine in the whole wide world. Is that a cat? It sure is, Rita. It's a cat with some aviator sunglasses on. And it says, one of my favorite sentiments on the stamp set is, dogs have owners, cats have staff, and I like my catnip organic. I like my catnip organic, which I just think is a hoot. All right. Yes. Thank you, Penny. You guys are so awesome. Oh, you're so welcome, Christopher Westbrook. I love your name. Christopher and Westbrook. I love both names. All right, so let's go ahead and pop this out. So, as you know, or as you might not know, and I'm now teaching you, the Brutus Monroe stackable dies cut out perfect pieces, if that makes sense. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the same piece of purple tape because you can reuse it. So this is our first layer, or our secondary layer. And then I'm going to grab our piece of paper from the rainbow pad. I'm going to use our larger die. There we go. And I'm sorry that everything's crooked right now, but we're live. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my rainbow paper. And I love this bold rainbow paper pad. I'm just going to pop my die right on here. I'm going to try to get it kind of straightened out on there. All right, pop that on there. And then pop that there. Pop that through. No speed bumps, as Stephanie Bernard says, but unfortunately we had a speed bump there, which is okay. We'll get through it. All right. Oh, the clickable stamps. Yeah, we haven't had those in a while. I think we still have the letters, though. All right, so now what's going to happen is when I peel this out, let me put this die. Hold on. I have my die sheets around here somewhere. I'm gonna have to organize this desk tomorrow. I organized the rest of the room and I avoided the desk. I need to get myself more organized. Okay. Too many things. All right. Hi, Michelle. You're not late. We're still rocking and rolling. Okay, so this is how it's going to work, and I think that's going to look great. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Because we just need a little bit of extra color in the back, right? All right. So now let's grab a piece of cardstock. Let me keep this over to the side so I don't forget. Move that over there. Grab ourselves a piece of scrap cardstock to stamp him on. Grab my Misty. Wait a second. Oh, here it is. Whew. Isn't it such a cool stencil? I love Stephanie Bernard too. She's my sister from another mister. I adore her. I really do. Yeah, the stencil, so many. Looks like we have about 14 stencils left to go around. All right. And if everyone that is on the website right now gets it, they'll be gone. But again, don't worry. Don't worry, we will make a couple more. We're just not going to make any more than what sells. Uh-oh. Donna, well, you'll have to let her know that we do still have them. We still have the Brutus Monroe ones. Yes, I did, Michelle. I mean, I think I did. I think we did. Simon. I think Simon is still here. He can help us out with that answer, I think. Simon, how many ink colors do you have now? I know I believe he just released one for Mother's Day. But he will have to help us out. Yeah, let her know, Donna. She probably thinks that we're completely shut down. I haven't talked to her in a while. I need to give her a call. I owe her a telephone call. All right. Oh, I love the Raven ink. I really do. This Raven ink pad does need re-inked. 19. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, I know. I'm reformed now. I need to clean this off. That's squeaky clean. I tell you what, that cinnamon heart squeaky clean gets me every time. Oh my goodness, does it smell good? All right, so we're all clean. We are squeaky clean, if you will. Let's pop this kitty cat back onto. Let me put my Misty back over there. I might need it again. It's so hard to find an acrylic block around here. I have about 73 million of them, but finding one when you need one is a whole nother story. Found one. Aha! I'm going to buy some of this reverse and hopefully that's soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon too. Absolutely. We're trying. We are definitely trying. I am in communication. I am in 100% communication with Ranger. I'm just waiting. That's all. Just waiting. It's just a waiting game at this point. I'm waiting for a particular document that they are requesting that I've never needed before, so I don't know where that document is, so I ordered a new one. So hopefully... Hi, Maria! So hopefully that document will come in at some point. But the problem is, obviously, the world is in peril right now. So I think the last thing they're worried about is my document, the government. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully. I mean, I'm telling you that we have submitted. So the information has been submitted to Carry the Inks. 100%. So as soon as don't worry, I'll be shouting from the rooftop because we're going to probably order probably a case of each color. I'm ready. I'm ready for them. I'm going to post the links in Facebook so they can see them. No, where's your parent? Oh, perfect. Thank you, Penny. All right, so I just cleaned this block, good as new, with the squeaky clean, because I found one. All right, hello, Catherine. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to now cut this guy out. And I don't think I'm going to color this guy because I think it will probably create a little too much busyness on this card, but I think it'll still be okay. We should, Simon. Well, actually, you can join on here, I think, too, Simon. I think you can join... I think you can join on here too, but yeah, when we get them, we should definitely do a collab, a collaboration, if you will. I would love that. All right, yeah, that would be great. Simon and I have never done a collaboration, but Simon and I go way, way back. Simon was actually one of the first people to use our products, like on a blog. Hi, James. Yes. And I will tell you right now, and I know Simon will, you sure do, Amy. And I will tell you right now that I always knew that Simon was going to be an incredible talent. I think I told him that didn't I tell you that the very first day, Simon? I said, you're going to be big, kiddo. Wait, I'm just looking something up. Hold on, let me see. What was I just looking up? Oh, sing along. I just want to make sure that it's still showing that they are in stock. Yep. We would have so much fun. Yeah, I remember I was like, Simon, I said, you're going to be big, kiddo. I said, just make sure that you take it all in. Take it all in, because it's gonna be very quick. It's gonna happen very quickly. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, right down the road. All right. Ooh, pull that purple tape off. And then we're going to pop that off. Oh, I think it's perfect in that circle. Yes, he did grow. He did grow in the craft road. Grew up in the craft road, really. All right. Oh, my May. May and I go way, way back. Fun fact, May actually, when I contacted May the first time, I used to watch May's YouTube videos religiously, and I loved her. I mean, I still love her, but I loved watching her, and I unfortunately don't have as much time to watch her as I used to. But I used to watch her religiously, and I can remember I sent her a message out of the blue, thinking that she would never, ever answer me. Not because I didn't think she was a great person, but I mean, why was she going to answer me? You know, like I just was some random person sending her. And I sent her a message and I said, hey, I'm aspiring to have my own craft company. Would you mind telling me where you get your stamps manufactured? And lo and behold, she messaged me back, like literally, I think in like record time. She messaged me back and she told me. And now, here we are. Only 5 years later. And now I still get the manufacturer there. They're taking their sweet time right now, though, I can tell you that much. Oh, they are taking it, and I digress. They're very, very, very busy right now because everyone and their sister's cousin that can't get their stamps manufactured, where they normally get their stamps manufactured, are now trying to get their stamps manufactured there. So I get it 100%. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what the next size circle up is, because I want to use some of this glitter. You did, Amy. Yeah, like right whenever I first started. Periscope was like it. I didn't, because back then you couldn't stream on YouTube. Oh no, that's going to cover up too much. That's going to cover up too much. So we'll just use we'll use the glitter somewhere else. So we'll just use this, and then I'm going to use the You Are a Rock Star. Oh, I love her too, dearly. I really do. She's been a very, very good friend in this industry. Because, you know, this industry can be pretty cray-cray sometimes. Okay. So, again, we're using the Brutus Monroe Raven ink. You can see how well loved my pad is. There we go. You Are a Rock Star. Let me clean this off real quick. All right. I love my May. I'm so sad I didn't get to see her at MaidaCon, and I think when it's going to be rescheduled, I'm supposed to be at the beach, so hopefully I'll still be able to go. I could do them with glitter, but I don't think that I have any, well, I guess I could stamp them and do like an overlay. I could do an overlay. Let's see here. Hold that thought. But the only problem is I don't have my glue sitting here. Although, Katie, that is a tremendous idea. I don't have my glue sitting here. If I had my glue sitting here, then I would absolutely do that. But I love that suggestion. I was just looking to see if I had maybe some glue that had runneth over to the other side, but I do not. But I do love that idea. I do. Yeah. All right, so let me grab the paper trimmer. Yes, I miss those things too. I don't really miss Chick-fil-A because I'm a vegetarian, so I used to love Chick-fil-A before they didn't really have anything for me to eat. But yeah, I have not partaken in the chick of the fillet in a long time. But yeah, I do miss my mom the most. Just because I can't see her because she is a nurse and she will not come near me and my sister, so I miss her the most. I don't miss my sister because I get to see my sister almost every day, and plus we FaceTime and stuff, so I don't miss her. I mean, I love hanging out with her, but I don't miss her because I see her all the time. I'm going to use some Midnight as my card base because I love it. But I miss my staff. I really, really miss my staff. Because when you spend so much time with a group of people, and then all of a sudden they say, no, you're not allowed to spend any time with that group of people, I miss that the most. But yeah, I miss my family. I really, 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 really miss my staff. That's who I miss the most. I just miss my staff because I'm like we just have so much fun at work, like bouncing ideas off of each other. I just miss it. I miss it. I have painted a picture and put a school book on top. Thank the Lord God of book covers. Yes, I agree, Katie. 100%. Ooh, I just dropped my glitter. Okay, so we are going to start layering these, but hold on, I gotta grab the Brutus Monroe Big Gigunda bone folder, or the fold and score tool. Oh my goodness, thank you, Shannon. I love it. Don't you love it? So we're going to fold this at 5.5. This is my favorite bone folding tool, and this is my favorite scoreboard. This is the Martha Stewart Crafts scoreboard. I don't think they make it anymore, but I'm sure there are other scoreboards out there. All right, so we've got that. And let me grab some of my Gina K adhesives from ThermoWeb. Another one of my best friends in this industry. I just was on the phone with her for like 3 hours the other night. I just love her dearly. Good night, Nikki. Love you too. All right. Ooh, that's on there perfectly. Couldn't do that again if I tried. Oh, good, Chrissy. How's she doing? Was she ever diagnosed? I forgot to ask you that. Actually, is this my... I don't think that's my... Ha-ha! I'm going to use my... I have to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to use my glitter pen. My glitter pen for the headphones. That's what I'm going to do. And that will add just the right amount of glitter. But I'm going to wait because I have to make sure it's completely dry. But I do love this glitter pen. Oh, she had bacteria pneumonia. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm glad she's okay. All right. More of the Gina K adhesive. We are blessed. We have a few good places for sushi, even local shop. Oh, awesome, Rita. Yeah, we got dinner out tonight from a place called The Yard. It's one of my favorite restaurants. Not my favorite restaurant, but one of my favorite restaurants. And we are very fortunate that we have like the contactless. But don't worry, when it comes into the house, Rob puts it. Oh, bye, Simon. Talk to you soon, my friend. Rob puts it through a full sanitation process. I mean, my goodness. Yes, we haven't been to the yard in a while, but I got the poutine fries, which I love, and mac and cheese bites, and then Rob got some berry salad because he has to prepare for the Victoria's Secret fashion show. But I got I got enough carbs to kill a goat, and it was delicious. It was magnificent. Okay. I do too. Well, there's this place called Junior's in New York City, and I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it. Does this not have a lid? I know that I just want a complete segue. This has to have a lid. Maybe I lost it. But anyway, so there's this place in New York City called Junior's, and I'm obsessed with Junior's. One of my favorite restaurants in the whole entire world. And they have this thing called disco fries. So Rob and I, although we, try to diet and try to do well, most of the year. So yes, they make the most delicious cheesecake. And what we do is Rob always gets the cheesecake because he's obsessed with the cheesecake. So that's like when we go to New York City, which is about 4 times a year, and we can't wait to get back. We are very fortunate because we go to Junior's every night. So that's our treat every night. So he always gets cheesecake at night. And the thing is, we say that we're allowed to do this because we walk like 7 million steps when we're in New York City because the only place we take a cab to is Soho, which Soho is one of my favorite places in the world. But we sometimes will take the subway. It just depends on how crazy the subway is. But I usually like to take a cab because I don't like to when I go to Soho, I like to shop, and I'm telling you, I like to shop. So I don't like taking the subway back whenever there is so much. There are a couple of them. So there are 3. One is in Times Square. Kara, are you still here? Kara can tell us the exact locations. But when we go, Rob always gets the cheesecake, and I always get the disco fries. And the disco fries are my favorite because they're these big, giant steak cut fries, and then they put mozzarella cheese on them, and then they put the most magnificent mushroom gravy, and their ranch dressing is to die for. And I know it sounds gross, like ranch dressing with the gravy, but I'll just tell you right now. And where we stayed last time we were in New York City, I can't remember what it's called. Please don't ask. I have to ask Rob where we stayed. It was the most beautiful. Actually, I can show you a picture. Oh wait, I might not have a quick photo to show you, but our room that we stayed in was just absolutely. Oh wait, I do have a picture. So this is where we stayed. Let me see if I can. Can you see how beautiful? And there's Rob running around. But our room was just absolutely stunning. And I can't remember. I can't remember what the name of the place was. Although I probably. I don't know. But we also went to Junior's for breakfast because we go to Junior's for breakfast a lot. And this was my breakfast. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Grand Central, Brooklyn, and yeah. We always go to Brooklyn and Grand Central. We go to both of them. But yeah, I think that's it. And then, of course, here's a picture of Times Square because I always take pictures of Times Square because I love it. We didn't stay at the Westin because they didn't have a reservation for us. But I can't remember where we stayed at. And then we went and saw Jagged Little Pill. And Rob is good friends with one of the big actors in the show. So he surprised me and he took me backstage. He surprised me and he said, because I said, we get in Junior's like we always do after this. And he said, but do you want to maybe go backstage? And I said, yes, I want to go backstage. So we went backstage and we always have the time of our lives in New York City. I mean, Oh, one day I have to show you the beautiful artwork that we always get there. I know. I'm going to call you when I'm there next time, Kara. We're just always like in and out, and it's so crazy. Okay, so this is the card that I made tonight for my sister, and it says, "You are a rock star." Hopefully it's going to zoom in. It's trying to, the problem is when there's words, it tries to look at the words. So this is the, for the room. I know, Kara, I have to get all of that together for the next time because we want to come back before Christmas, and hopefully we can. And I saw someone get shot in the sun. I was terrified when I was the shock where I was 33 days there. Oh yeah, that's just New York City. We want to get there like right before Christmas, which is when we try to go. So we always go for my birthday. We always try to go for right before Christmas. And we usually go like in the summer, and then we go in the fall. Oh, I want Disco Fries and cheesecake too. Oh my goodness. I know, doesn't it? So, okay, so the music background is the free gift of the day. It's with just a $10 purchase, and we have approximately 40 more minutes for you to get it. And this is what the stencil looks like. Let me put it back. I think I'm going to make myself some nachos after this. I've been craving nachos. Tina, actually, funny thing, I have probably watched that version. Oh, glitter headphones. Thank you, Melissa. I have probably watched that version of that show about 1,000 times. I'm obsessed with that version. I love both of the actors that are in it. Sarah Bareilles plays Christine, and I can never say his full name. It's like Ronald. I don't know. But the Phantom is absolutely incredible as well. I love both of them, and I've seen that version quite a few times, and I thank you for reminding me because I did watch it the other day, and I want to watch it again. So were those pictures from the past? Yes, Heidi. We actually came home about a week before everything happened. Permanis, Smallman Street fries are good too. Permanis, yes, Permanis is good, period. Yes, I do love Phantom of the Opera. Funny thing is, Phantom of the Opera is the very first musical I ever saw. It was first Phantom of the Opera, and then it was Cats. It was the second show I saw. And I fell instantly in love with Phantom of the Opera. I love Phantom of the Opera. Oh my goodness, Heidi. You have to watch right now. It's available on YouTube, the whole show. Yeah, the overture is everything. It was streamed live yesterday. You can watch it now too. I think it's still it's so good. I have seen Les Miserables in theaters. Love it. I just watched I literally just watched Waitress, which was one of mine and Rob's absolute favorite musicals of all time. I have seen Love Never Dies. I have it on DVD. We saw Love Never Dies. We saw the tour. Heather, my sister. I think did I take you to see Love Never Dies? I think I did. But we saw the tour, and I actually I surprised Rob for our anniversary because we've been going through all of this craziness. And I bought him, so we let go of our season tickets. We have season tickets to the local theater here. And I let go of those recently because we didn't like the season. And I wish I didn't. I wish I would have just kept them and would have just sold them. But I didn't, and we lost our season tickets, but I repurchased our season tickets to surprise him. But I want to show you. So these are the shows that we just got tickets to. So we got tickets to Ain't Too Proud, which is coming. We got tickets to Hadestown, which is coming. We got tickets to Kill a Mockingbird. We got tickets to Hamilton, which we saw. We saw tickets to the Cher Show, which we saw in New York. Oklahoma, Pretty Woman, the musical, which we saw in New York, and My Fair Lady. And they do have season specials, so they have like the Carole King musical. But I'm really, really, really excited about that season. So I think it'll be really, really fun. Oh, Chrissy. Well, they have those. They have the headphones, right? Yeah, Hamilton. I really, really, really love. I mean, I love Hamilton, but I didn't like. I guess because people talked about how it was like the greatest musical of all time, it was like, I mean, it was great. I mean, he is incredible, but it wasn't my favorite musical of his, if that makes sense. I love In the Heights. In the Heights is probably one of the most incredible musical scores that I have ever heard. So if you guys want to hear like a really, really beautiful musical score, um, in the Heights is incredible, absolutely incredible. And I mean, I loved Hamilton. I mean, Hamilton was great, but I mean, people were literally like, Hamilton is the best thing in the entire world, and I was like, yeah, I mean, Hamilton's really great, but In the Heights was just, oh my goodness. So we just saw Wicked. So for the first time ever, I've never seen Wicked on Broadway. I've probably seen Wicked like 3 million times on tour because it's always in Pittsburgh. And Rob surprised me this time that we were in New York City, and he got us front row seats. And first of all, I was passed out because I was like, "Oh, all right, well, we'll go to." Oh, I love that. The Benny's Dispatch is one of the best songs of all time. But we were so we get into the Wicked Theater, and the Wicked Theater, if anybody, I love Krista Chenoweth too. She's like Cucaracha, and I love everything about her. But we went to Wicked. And I had never seen Wicked in New York City. So we get to the theater, and the Gershwin Theater is enormous. I mean, this theater is massive. Oh, speaking of which, Heather, did I give you your gift from Wicked? I got you a present from Wicked. Did I give it to you? I got you a real good present from Wicked. I have to figure out where it is. I have to ask Rob. I got you a real good present from Wicked, and I hope I gave it to you. Maybe I didn't. But we get to the Wicked Theater, and so we're there, and Rob does this to me often, but he always catches me off guard. And we get there, and we go to one of the ushers, and they say, "All right, well, you're gonna head up to the next one." And then they said, "Okay, you're gonna head up to the next one. Okay, you're gonna head up to the next one." I'm pretty sure it was a hoodie. I have to ask Rob. It's real good. It's fabulous, but I have to figure out if I have it. I think it is the largest one too, Kara. So they keep saying, "Okay, you have to go up to the next usher." I think they like said their name. So they're like, "Okay, go up to see Kristen." And then they were like, "Okay, go up and see Michelle. Okay, go up and see Kara." So we like kept walking up usher after usher after usher. And it was so crazy. If she didn't get it, I'm sure that it's around here somewhere. I just found we bought Rob's mom a Twizzler. She loves Twizzlers, so we bought her a Twizzler pen at the Hershey thing, and I just found it. Popular, yes. Sincerely Me, phenomenal. We saw Dear Evan Hansen when it was on tour, and I loved the guy that played Evan Hansen. But yeah, so we were in the very front row, and I almost passed out because it was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it was incredible. And I love who's playing Glinda right now. We saw her on tour. And I'm sorry if I'm going on a tangent about Broadway, but it is just my favorite thing in the entire world. I just love live theater. I'm so excited for it to come back. I'm so excited to go back to New York City. It was not Ben Platt that I saw. He was the tour Evan Hansen for a really long time, and I can't remember. I cannot remember what his name was, but he was just incredible. He was so good, and it was at a very small theater here in Pittsburgh. Oh, it's such a good show. It's one of my absolute favorite shows. I was in Grease in high school. Yes. The most recent production that I was in was Rent, though, and it was my absolute favorite show that I have ever done, ever done. I played Tom Collins, and it was one of my dream roles for my entire life. But yeah, I played Tom Collins, who I never thought that I would play because Tom Collins is generally played by an African American man, and I went in and I auditioned. I auditioned for Rent, and I actually auditioned for Roger, oddly enough. But Roger, I did not know this. Roger, the part of Roger had already been cast. And it was for a theater, a pretty large theater here in Pittsburgh. And I auditioned for Roger, and I did not know that Roger had already been cast. And I sang Roger's song. And the director said, "Well, why don't you sing the I'll Cover You reprise. And I was shocked because I said, the I'll Cover You reprise. I said, that's Tom Collins' part. I mean, I don't know if he's going to cast me as this. And I used to sing the I'll Cover You reprise in my sleep. It's one of the most beautiful songs. One of the most beautiful songs in the entire show. And I sang the I'll Cover You reprise, and I could not believe that I could remember the words, even though I had sang it a million times. And the oh no! Although there is I do have a video of it that maybe I'll share with you guys at some point. But I got a call from the director that night, which was so crazy. He called me that night and he said, "Hello, I just wanted to let you know that you got the part, if you want to accept it." And I have never been so excited for something like that in my life. And yeah, I played Tom Collins, and I had so much fun. It was just such an incredible show. Kara has seen. Oh yes, Heather did come to see me in it. She did. Not Heather, my sister. Heather, my old boss. Yes, I was in Shrek. I was in Beauty and the Beast. I was Lord Farquaad in Shrek, and I had the time of my life in Shrek. I had a lot of fun in Beauty and the Beast too as Gaston, but my favorite of all time was Rent. It was definitely Rent. It was phenomenal. So that is everything that I have for you guys tonight. I'm going to let you guys go because we only have 30 minutes for you to get and I actually think I might have a quick picture I can show you of me and Rent. Let's see. So we only have about 30 minutes for you to get, thank you. We only have about 30 minutes for you to grab the free gift. And I want you guys to be able to get it because it is so incredible. As you can see, I used it on the background of this card. I'm trying to find the picture of the cast, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to find it. Oh, I just saw here. Here's me and Angel. There's me and Angel. You can kind of see. Yes, we did used to sing that song. We haven't sang that song in a really long time. But yeah, that is... here's the production. This was the production poster. So that's the production poster. And do you recognize this gentleman? You might recognize that, kind sir. That's me. There I am in Rent. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible. 2013. Oh my goodness, that was almost 10 years ago. All right. So that's everything that I have for you tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I adore you and I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Make sure to take care of yourselves. We are hopefully about a month away from some sense of normalcy. That is my hope. No, Maria. Yeah, it may be in the near future, but not anytime soon. That we will have that stencil for sale, but it is available with just a $10 purchase. So that's all I have for you tonight. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is an incredible Rockstar card for a loved one or for anyone special in your life. Right now is the time that we should be creating for each other, because it's something as simple as this incredible card that was sent to Rob by Katie and Maria that he cherishes. He actually asked about it today and asked where it was. And I said, I'm keeping it in my studio so that I can, oh, good, please, Heather, so that I can show it again. So just make something for someone, even if it's just something very simple. Make them something and send it to them, because I promise you, we have such an incredible gift that is the ability to create create for someone. And there is, at times like this, if it was something, it's something that, something as simple as a little card. I just think it would really brighten someone's day. And I know that it will brighten someone's day because every card that you guys send to me, and I get hundreds of cards, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards a week. And I'm very fortunate that now I'm going to be able to start showing them to you guys on the lives. It brightens my day every single time. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all more than you ever know. I am still doing my happy mail. As soon as they come in, I will show them. So have a wonderful rest of your evening. Stay safe, and I will see you guys very soon. I love you guys. Bye-bye.